Hey everyone, John Thomas with the HomeSalesForce.com team, brokered by eXpRealty. In this series, we're going to be looking at part of Enterprise, which is the eXplore guide, which is specifically designed for new agents to learn the step-by-step things that they need to know to be most productive with eXpRealty. As you can see, we're starting on the eXp Enterprise home screen. You'll scroll down to eXplore guide, click on that, and it will take you to the beginnings of the eXplore guide. As you can see, we've opened the eXplore guide, and it consists of 13 different sections. And in this first video, we're going to look at the first 3 in succession. Let's click on number 1, or the first one. And this is basically a welcome letter from Glenn Sanford, our founder. And read this and understand what they have to say here about the eXp and the eXplore guide. And you can just hit the next button here to go to the next slide in the training. And we'll do that right now. So this takes you to our mission and core values, which we refer to these on a regular basis. So it's good to know and keep this chart handy, because we do talk about those, and a lot of what we do refers and relates back to these core values. And as you can see, now we have a previous and a next button. So you would click the next button to go to the third of the tiles, which we will do now. And this is where we start getting into the meat and potatoes of the eXplore guide. Okay, we're into the first of the trainings, and that is install and get to know eXp World. As you know, our online office is eXp World. So when we go to the office, we click on a link in our computer and pop into eXp World. So you'll need to install eXp World, which there's a link right here, and you can find that also in And you can also find that right here in Download eXp World, and you just follow the directions and install eXp World there. Now, once you go to eXp World, once you've got it installed and logged in and everything, when you click your link, you will end up in this Welcome Center. This little domed area is called the Welcome Center. And this there's usually a concierge person waiting right here to answer your questions. And this is where this orange circle here is where people gather for the guided tours, which it talks about also in this first section. Actually, I guess it talks about it in the second section. So you would want to try and come and take one of these tours. It's a guided tour orientation of eXp World. It takes about, 15, 20 minutes for a docent to take you around to all of the different sections of eXp World, so you have a basic understanding of where everything is located. Next up, you'll see that this is where you can download the policies and procedures manuals, both Canadian and the US versions. We just opened up the United Kingdom, and we'll be opening up Australia, so I'm assuming their policies and procedures will be popping in here over the course of the next couple of days. Just came back from eXpCon. It's early October 2019 as I'm recording this, and so those things will be forthcoming. So I downloaded this and keep a copy. I actually printed one out, and when I'm working with new people, I'll have it handy so that we can look at different aspects of the policies and procedures. Next up is support and training. This is the different schedules for when folks will be in the support areas. So just keep a mental note of that. I'm sure that will expand as we fully bring on United Kingdom and Australia. Will probably be 24 hours, at least in some aspects of eXp World. Now, another important thing that I think you should add to your Google Calendar, and if you're not using a Google Calendar, we here at eXp utilize the Google Suite for so many things, so I would highly recommend that you start a Gmail account and utilize all of the free services that they have available there. But if you click this link right here, it will take you to the online calendar for what's happening in eXp World for any given week. Now, the secret sauce right here is if you click on this add this to your Google Calendar, it will, and I don't have mine. I'm going to cancel that because I have mine already on there. And here's the educational calendar. So we have about 8 to 10 hours a day of live training. So that's how you would add this to your own personal calendar. It creates this educational calendar icon on your Google Calendar. Okay, next up is Enterprise, and this is where I start my day every day. Enterprise has links to pretty much everything you want to do as far as eXpRealty is concerned. So you can go right there from here to look at it, and you would just click Visit Enterprise, and this takes you to the login screen, and you would just click on that, and it's going to open up the Passport, which is our passport software, and you just sign in with your login and password. And it's going to take you to your dashboard, and this is home screen. This is pretty much all of the things that you're going to need. Company information, stockholder, investor relations, press releases. This is just the basic website. Our charitable organizations. This is where I spend most of my day here in eXpore, which is our data CRM, marketing machine, and website. eXp World guest registration, where you can request a temporary access to eXp World for guests. You probably did that if someone invited you to eXp for the first time. They give you a tour. SkySlope is our document processing software, similar to Paperless Pipeline and Dotloop and others out there in the real estate industry. Making It Rain is our lead generation, paid lead generation activities. We touched on download eXp World earlier. eXplore Guide, that we touched on that as well. Knowledge base is going to be recorded information, the Google Calendar of Education. We touched on that briefly already. Become a mentor, and that's for people who want to become mentors and help new people through their first 3 transactions and through some new person training. And you can also join the faculty as a trainer in other areas. This is where you can buy signs and banners and car magnets and all kinds of stuff. Marketing Center, we have thousands of automated marketing pieces, from flyers to postcards to door hangers to social media posts, the whole cadre of wonderful tools in the thousands. Once you put your name and picture and so forth in there, it will auto-populate that in for all future things. And as you take listings, often they can pull the pictures and the descriptions directly from your MLS and instantly create all those flyers and postcards for you. So within 24 hours, you will have access to pre-made, professionally designed marketing materials. Brand stores, where you can buy embroidered shirts and coffee mugs and that sort of thing. Workplace is our Facebook workplace, where we do tons of communication with one another and among groups. Your state broker will have a place there. eXp has daily announcements there. So I think there's about 2,000 groups. Everything from how to do video and social media and blogging to different diversity groups and health-related stuff and individual team groups. So there's tons of groups there in the Facebook workplace, and we do tons of communication there. And this will take you out to the generic Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter pages. Let me see if I can move that. So LinkedIn and Twitter pages. So that's Enterprise. Dashboard takes you to your production, optional services. This is going to be important. When you first join, you're going to want to click this button and sign up for kvCore. That's our CRM, database, and marketing machine, and you'll want access to that as soon as possible. So click on that and just say, I want it. It's free. And then it will take a couple of days for you to get kvCore activated, because that comes from the folks at Inside Real Estate who produce kvCore. Then you would go to your profile section, and you can go in and add a description and address information and all kinds of stuff there. We'll go into that in another video. I'm not going to go into some of these because that's got some private information, as well as the finance. It's got how much stock you've earned and how much stock you've purchased. Transactions are your individual transactions. This is support. This one will take you to the agent directory, where you can search for agents around the country by name or state and so forth and so on. So that's the basics of the back office of Enterprise. All right, section 6 of screen number 3. This is the eXpRealty brand store and marketing resource tab in Enterprise. The brand store has all kinds of clothes and different stationery and accessories that all are eXp branded. So you can check that out at your own convenience. And next is the marketing center. This is your link to the marketing center, and once you go into your profile here and put in your picture and your local information, you can search for things, but it has all kinds of curated content, like I said, by the thousands, postcards, door hangers, buyer listing packet, listing presentations, letterhead. I think there's literally several thousand things in there for you to use. So that's section 6 here. All right, the last section in the third tile is collaborate and have some fun. This first section is telling you to go to Workplace and confirm your profile, and then check out the Workplace guidelines. So, kind of like Facebook, you do get a cover photo and a headshot and an About You section. Let me move that over. And other people, this is your role at eXp, and where you're located and your contact information. So make sure you go into your profile section and edit that information so that when people connect with you, they can learn more about you. You can chat with other folks, and these are posts that you can put into your enterprise, your Facebook Workplace section. This is your About section. More if you upload files and have groups and check in and so forth. And these are chats that you can have with other folks. So, and this is this other tab will take you to the guidelines, which is this document right here. And this last section is making sure that you're plugged into the calendar for the Friday leadership meeting and into your broker information. So the Friday leadership meeting, and when you use this tool right here to add this to your calendar, it converts these to the time zone you're in. So that's helpful because these are in Pacific time. So Fridays at 8 a.m. Pacific is the leadership meeting. It was canceled this week because we had our convention. And over here is the state meeting for your particular state. And so you just need to look up and down here and see when your state meetings are being held. So that is all we have for the first, second, and third tiles in the Explorer guide. So in this video, we explored for sure the Explorer guide. We explored these first 3 tiles. Welcome to eXp, which is a letter from our founder Glenn Sanford. Our core mission and core values, which, as I said, we refer to extensively, and how to become an expert, and took you to many of the places here in the back office of eXpRealty. So look forward to our next video, which will start covering the rest of these different tiles. Thanks.